Different. Okay, maybe the new copies are in different order. All right, all right. So today it's different. I don't have the new one, so I don't know where it is. Okay, so we will recite the first prayer. And the purport Prabhupada says this verse from Srimad Bhagavatam 10.1.4 will counteract offenses to chanting the holy name. It's a glorification of the holy name. So I will sing one line and you can repeat after me. Nivritatashar upagiyamanat Nivritatashar upagiyamanat Bhavo shahasra jamana piramat Bhavo shahasra jamana piramat Gautama sloka gunanuvadat Gautama sloka gunanuvadat Puma virajeta vina pashukanat Puma virajeta vina pashukanat. Glorification of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is performed in the parampara system. That is, it is conveyed from spiritual master to disciple. Such glorification is relished by those no longer interested in the false temporary glorification of this cosmic manifestation. Descriptions of the Lord are the right medicine for the conditioned soul undergoing repeated birth and death. Therefore, who will cease hearing such glorification of the Lord except a butcher or one who is killing his own self? So a very important verse. It talks about different levels of chanting. The liberated souls relish the chanting. For the conditioned souls, it is medicine. It is our medicine. If you're liberated, then you will get ecstasy chanting Hare Krishna. You'll get happiness. And if you're not liberated, it's our medicine. We have to keep taking it. And the day will come when the medicine will become very sweet. Now it's bitter. In the beginning it's very bitter because we have jaundice. Sugar is bitter to those who have jaundice. So the holy name is bitter, are bitter to those who have the jaundice of material existence. So then it turns sweet after some time. Even in kirtan, sometimes you may experience the sweetness, and hopefully in japa too sometimes. So yes, different levels are described in this verse. The right medicine for the conditioned soul. Now the next one is from Harinam Chintamani. I'll sing one line. Dasha paradayena hridayena pashe Dasha paradayena hridayena pashe Kripakari Mahaprabhu Manchinamarase Pakari Mahaprabhu Manchinamarase. O Mahaprabhu, please be merciful to me so the 10 offenses never touch my heart and I can always remain absorbed in the rasa of the holy name. So I would just like to share with you one more thing from Srila Prabhupada, how to become empowered by Super Soul. One devotee was in Germany and Prabhupada wrote a letter to this devotee, why are my books not being printed in Germany? This devotee thought, I can't speak German, I can't translate them. He was one of the early devotees in Germany. And then he said, then I understood, Prabhupada wants his books translated into German. I have to figure out how to do that. So he wrote to Prabhupada, what do I do? Prabhupada said, chant Hare Krishna, and Krishna will give you intelligence. And he said, that was the answer almost always that was the answer I got. Prabhupada wasn't the type of manager or leader who would give details. He inspired you to use your creative intelligence. In fact, Prabhupada said, there's a kind of individual genius in every living entity. When I looked up the word genius in the dictionary, the definition was indwelling deity. Genius. Genius is not something you or I or anyone possesses. Genius means Krishna. So if by inspiration of the spiritual master we make ourselves receptive to the inflow of Krishna, Krishna, genius, reveals how something should be done. So this particular devotee was a high school dropout. But later on he lectured to the Harvard University faculty. on Krishna consciousness. So this is something crazy and impossible. But we always did the impossible things for Prabhupada. What Harvard University faculty, what high school dropout would they listen to? And here was a devotee who dropped out from high school, but he could lecture in front of the Harvard. I mean, so if you know Bhagavatam, you know everything. If you know Gita and Bhagavatam, it's enough. You can defeat everyone. So I'll stop here. Remember your homework. Try to chant, hear yourself chant sincerely. You have any questions or comments? And tomorrow we will finish the seminar with Nistha and Ruchi. Taste, maybe a touch of prema. Any questions? Yes. You're our question person. Good. We don't have a, okay. Okay, you were listening to lectures from a Russian devotee who's also a psychologist. Vedic lectures. Austerities for women. They're not the same as for men. Sometimes they are and sometimes they aren't. Oh. Gotcha. Right. Mm. Yeah, Prabhupada was very individual. Okay, so you're finding that, so this devotee was preaching that there are different austerities for women and for men, that women should not perform as much austerity, they should have sweets sometimes, and you find that true. So you're asking me, what did Prabhupada say? He really didn't distinguish between us. He gave us equal austerities. But at the same time, he was very individual. Like he noticed in New Vrindavan when the women were not wearing warm clothing. And he said to the temple president, you're responsible to provide them with warm clothing. Why are they not dressing warmly? So maybe the men were doing that, but he didn't want the women to do that. So that's one example, I just off the top of my head. But he was very individual, like Radharani was a very austere person. She would sleep 4 hours, paint 20 hours, and she was always very, very sick. So Prabhupada stopped her from those austerities, and he sent her to Hawaii and told her to chant 64 rounds a day and do nothing else. So there's a limit to, he didn't want us, he said we have to take care of our health. Health is very important. If we don't have health, how can we do our service? So Prabhupada was a very balanced person. So we have to learn, and that's what tomorrow's class is about. The mode of goodness is balanced, a balanced perspective. So what I have noticed in my life is that in youth, I was sleeping 4 hours a day for 5 years. I could do it, because I was young. I was young, so I could do it. But now I need 7 hours, because I have old age. My body is changed. I have a different body. And so the austerities, what I learned in old age is the austerities change from physical to mental. And now I have to do more mental austerities, be introspective, think of the philosophy, how to preach, how to share. Because in old age you can't run around like you did in your youth. You can't do the same. But as far as we were expected to do the same austerities as the men. In India, we slept on the floor. I was on the floor for 18 years. until I got pregnant, and then I couldn't get up off the floor after my 5th month, so I had to we found a bed with 3 legs broken and put some bricks under the 4th. And so and it was all full of splinters, and that was my wonderful bed that I had when I got pregnant with my child. But we did the same austerities as the men. There was no discrimination for austerities. Sometimes we did more austerities than the men. We got up earlier. I had to get up earlier and be in the bathroom before the men because we shared the same bathroom in Calcutta. I had to be up at 2:30 and sleep at 10:30. So sometimes we did more austerities than the men. But you have to listen to your body, as one Ayurvedic doctor told me. You have to listen to your intestines, because my intestines were not happy. So you have to be balanced and not crazy. Now, what I noticed in Kali Yuga is that the youth cannot do the same austerities that we did when we were young, because we didn't have all this e-pollution, we didn't have GMO food, we had good food. Things were more pure. And I see some of the old age diseases are coming, arthritis is coming in the youth. It's coming in young people, heart disease, cancer, everything is coming. And old age is going younger now. Old age is going younger. So all these things have to be taken into consideration. We just can't expect the youth to do the austerities we did when we were young. We had much more facility. Well, we had no facility, but our bodies were healthier, most of us, in a lot of ways. I mean, that's what I see from traveling, that it's very difficult for young people nowadays to be healthy. What to speak of the old people. Anyway, you need to be balanced, and you need to listen to your body, especially after 40. After 40, it starts. The downhill, they start going downhill. But I think now it's after 30. It's gone, the age is going lower. All right, any other questions? One more. Okay, yeah, well, nobody else is there, so you can. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you follow your heart. I would say you can't just come to class as a mechanical rule, although if you're in the ashram, then I think you have to come, isn't it? You have to come. If you're not in the ashram, then you have your free will, you have your choice to come or not, whatever inspires you the most. If you're not in the ashram, yes. But don't criticize when you come to the class and they can't answer your question, or else you will get a reaction. Just say, okay, my questions are not answered this time, but there may be a reason for it. You may not be ready for the answer. Yeah, just be careful. Be careful. Don't think, okay, this one doesn't answer my question, so I'm not going. Just think, okay, no, anyway. Yeah, you listen to Prabhupada. Ask him the questions. Yes, you can go pray to Prabhupada here. He will answer all your questions. You can go to the deities and pray to them. They will answer your questions. That's what prayer is all about. It's a two-way street. We pray, and they reciprocate with our prayers. Now, Prabhupada, he's the easiest one. You go to him. Balaram is second. Nityananda. Nitai. Any other? Yes. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. No, whoever follows Srila Prabhupada, that guarantee is there. So don't leave Prabhupada. Always stay faithful to him. And that you will get that guarantee. You stay faithful to him. Then yes, it includes all of his followers. The same guarantees, the same promises. It goes for everyone. It goes for everyone. Be faithful. Yes. Right. Well, the thing is, the Diksha Guru, the gurus in ISKCON, their duty is to connect you to Prabhupada. So it sounds like he's doing a good job. He's doing a good job. He's connecting you. You got your relationship with Prabhupada. Yes. So this is this is our duty as disciples of Prabhupada, to connect you with Prabhupada. That is our duty. We have to share what we have learned and somehow get you connected with Prabhupada. Because he's the one who's doing everything. He's taking us all back. Well, this is really important. Okay, any other questions? Yes, grand disciples included. And great grand disciples included. We have great grand disciples already too in our movement. Disciples of His Holiness Kadambakana Swami Mahavishnu, the elder. Yes. Last time? Okay. Oh, yeah, Brahma says that. Yeah, Prabhupada said that, yeah. That was not in a letter or anything. It could be a letter, or it could be he just said it to some disciples. Yeah, I don't have the quote for that. I don't know if there's anything in Shastra. That was just one of Prabhupada's... what does he mean? He said if you... Yeah, I've heard, I think it's in the Memories of Prabhupada, if you read those books, that if you get up every day, have your bath, go to Mangalarti, chant your 16 rounds, follow the morning program, in 12 years, whatever you say will come true. That was the quote, actually. It was some, I believe it was from the Memories of some devotee. Yeah, there was no official... It's not in his purports or anything, but it's just one of his things. Any other questions, comments? Okay, see you tomorrow. Chant your japa nicely tomorrow and come back. We'll see you for the last class. Hare Krishna. Shri Prabhupada ki. Chaturika? Hare Krishna.
Sorry I missed so much and I missed Monday. I was wondering if you had any more.
Okay, yes, some of these people already have. Whoever has a copy at home, please give a copy. Somebody here needs it who doesn't have. Yeah. Oh, you can share. Anyway, she has a copy. Okay. Maybe you should make some more for two. Yeah.
Yes.
Jai Shri Shri Gaura Nitai ki jai. Jai Shri Shri Rukmani Dwarkadish ki jai. Jagannath Baladev Srimati Subhadra ki jai. Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyava